to present this nomination for Special Service Award for TERESA ADELL. I met TERESA back in 2011 when she was the leader of the Helping Hands 4-H Club in Otsego, New York. And I knew from the start she was a very special lady. Not only was she a volunteer, but she had organized, and she was organizing any kind of training in home economics. Oh, that's what we used to call it. I'm not sure what they call it now. But I said to people, she is my unpaid consumer science educator. And at that time, she was a volunteer. A few years later, she came to me and said, there's an opening in Schoharie County. What do you think about me applying? At first I said no, because I didn't want to lose her. But I couldn't deny that she had the skills that were needed to be an excellent 4-H educator. And so she applied and received received that. She was hired by Schoharie County. She was there for 3 years, and in those few years, she brought the program to a whole new level. In just 3 years, she doubled the number and the members of 4-H clubs, and she introduced programs like Earn an Animal, Environmental Science, 4-H Livestock Auction, and International Night. In addition, she also was active in district and state events. Those of you that have met TERESA know that she's a very unique woman, and what she does in excellence. And so it's my honor to present TERESA with the Special Service Award in her 4-H career.
Hi, I'm TERESA ADELL, 4-H educator in Otsego County, and I would like to say thank you to Patti ZELMER for nominating me for this award, and thank you to the New York State Association of Cornell Cooperative Extension 4-H educators for this Special Service Award. And I would like to say this little quote from Maya Angelou. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. 4-H is very important to me. I've been around for a long time in the 4-H community, and I want to thank you all for everything that everybody has done with me and for the youth in our county. And a little shout out to Kyle Yakabuchi for doing great 4-H program with me. So thank you once again.
Hi, I'm Candice Freer, and I could not be more honored to have nominated KAYELA STATOM for the New York State Association for Cornell Cooperative Extension 4-H Educator Special Service Award. KAYELA's unique position with 50% of her time in youth agriculture and 50% of her time in adult agriculture has enabled her to expand programming and bridge the generational gap in our program offerings. Moving here from Tennessee for the position, KAYELA was unfamiliar with our county needs and constituents, but we knew from KAYELA's early willingness to go above and beyond, she was perfect for the position. KAYELA had to admit to a farmer she was unsure of one of the questions he asked during the interview process, but quickly researched and followed up the next day with a response. These past 3 years, KAYELA has worked diligently to build community relationships with our 4-H families, local producers, community partners, learning the land, finding the answers to help make connections for our constituents, becoming someone they can depend on. KAYELA's goal is to bring agricultural awareness to everyone she meets, from supporting New York State Ag Literacy Week, starting an annual farm day out for families, connecting classrooms to composting using curriculum from Cornell's Institute for Biology teachers, supporting the startup of our Harvest Connection website and app, updating the Ag Informer blog, and this is just naming a few. She is truly using her unique position and contacts to engage our constituents of all ages, making great connections for youth. Rensselaer County CCE and our state association is lucky to have such a dedicated educator as KAYELA. Congratulations, KAYELA.
I'm super excited to be accepting my first award since becoming an extension educator in 2017. I very quickly would like to thank those who have helped me along my journey thus far. My Executive Director, Bernie Wiesen, and my Supervisor, Candice Freer. Thank you guys so much for your support and being amazing mentors. I really would not have made it this far without you guys. I would like to thank the rest of the 4-H staff, AG staff, and really all staff of the Rensselaer County office. I also would like to thank the other educators who I have met in the Capital District and across the state. Your tips and tricks have truly been helpful. I could not accept this award without thanking my amazing parents, my little brother, my grandparents, and the rest of my family back home in Tennessee. I know sometimes being almost 1,000 miles away is not easy, but you never fail to send your love and support, and I thank you. I, of course, have to thank my amazing boyfriend, John, and my amazing friends who I've met in Tennessee as well as in New York. Thank you guys so much for keeping me sane. And lastly, I have to thank the educators who pointed me in the direction of extension. My collegiate 4-H advisor, Justin Crow, my 4-H agent, Janice Hazlett, and my FFA/AG teacher, Mr. McDonald. Again, thank you everyone so much. It's an honor to be accepting this award.
Hi, I'm Tammy Crone, the 4-H livestock educator with Erie County, and today I am proud to have the opportunity to share with you my nomination of my co-educator Sarah Jablonski for the Achievement of Service Award. As I think back to the day that I first met Sarah at her interview, I remember thinking, this young woman is a go-getter. She's kind and she has that need to succeed drive. Perhaps she's a little bit more energetic than we're used to, but I think she's going to be the best candidate for our 4-H urban program. I am thankful that we brought Sarah on as a member of our 4-H team. Sarah's been with us now for 7 years, and boy, has she brought a lot to our association and to our 4-H program. She leads by example and puts the voices of youth in our county and state first. She has the ability to create a safe to make all youth and adults feel safe and respected. Her programming efforts have offered teens the opportunity to express their feelings and allow their voices to be heard. Through the creation of documentaries where she worked with youth and focused on discrimination and homelessness, or maybe it was her ability to empower youth voices to be heard so that others could learn, by creating a unified 4-H program and guiding our urban and rural youth through a needs assessment opportunity. Or maybe it's her ability to develop partnerships within the community with all organizations to offer a creative urban youth program. Sarah's definitely left her mark on our county. Sarah is always teaching. She reminds us to always be mindful of others' feelings and to never judge a person by their appearance. It is a pleasure to have the opportunity to work with Sarah. She is an asset to all of us educators and to the New York State 4-H program. Thank you, Sarah, for always being positive and leading by example. It has been a privilege to call you a co-educator and a friend for the past 7 years. Congratulations, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah Jablonski here. I'm the Urban 4-H Educator for CC Erie. I would like to thank the New York State Association of Cornell Cooperative Extension 4-H Educators for this Achievement in Service Award. I especially want to thank Tammy Crone, the 4-H livestock educator here in Erie County with me, who has nominated me for this award and has also answered lots of my questions about agriculture, including the difference between hay and straw, which I still need to be reminded about, so I'm glad that we continue to work together. Thank you, everybody, and stay safe.
Hi there, my name is Melissa Watkins, and I am pleased to have nominated Candice Freer for the Distinguished Service Award. This is an award that embodies the excellence of professionals in our profession, and Candice fully embodies that. Her level of excellence at the local level has shown incredible growth for the Rensselaer County 4-H program. At the state level, Candice has been a large contributor to the STEM PWT as its chair for a number of years, working hand in hand with Susan Hoskins. And in addition to that, her service to our organization and our association has been more than evident. Through her activity not only as a member, as a part of conference planning in 2019, and then further as serving on the board, notably as secretary for a couple of different one-year terms, and now as our vice president. Kandis brings a level of high expectation and excellence and an energy to get the job done. That along with many other aspects, including her belief in the true mission of our organization and in 4-H youth development, drives her. When it comes to anything that needs to be done, she is the person that is all about getting the job done. And it has been thrilling, to say the least, what 2020 has brought us. But she has risen to the occasion and has really helped to make what we do as an organization a true team effort. With that said, there's not enough to say. Her award packet has so much more in there. It was thrilling, exciting, and just wonderful to see the letters that came from colleagues and also volunteers and youth involved in her program. So with that said, Kandis, congratulations. And I wish we could do this in person. Take care.
Thank you to Melissa for the nomination and those of you that took time to write letters of support for my Distinguished Service Award packet. I'll have to admit, giving a presentation for a coworker was much easier than writing this, because we truly would not be able to do what we do as educators if it wasn't for the great structure and support of our fellow coworkers, executive directors, and Cornell Cooperative Extension as a whole. I've been in with Extension now for 10 years, and as years go by, they start mixing together, but 2020 is one year I'll never forget. This year has been about great reflection and rising to the challenge and working together. I could not be more proud of our association, Cornell Cooperative Extension leadership, and the willingness of our fellow educators sharing resources and supporting each other. In 2009, I joined Rensselaer County 4-H as a program administrator, and my supervisor and greatest mentor pushed me to take risks and encouraged me to be part of our state and national associations. My first conference was in Rochester, New York. I met so many great educators, joined the STEM PWT work team, and became inspired to start the 4-H after-school program in Rensselaer County. And I'm happy to say that our after-school program is still thriving 10 years later. Over the past 10 years, I've made the transition from program administrator to community educator to resource educator, now to the 4-H team leader in Rensselaer County. My success would not be possible without a great support system and 4-H team. I've also taken on leadership roles at the district level and been secretary for our state association and now the current vice president. So I thank you all for giving me those opportunities to learn and grow. I've always been committed to be a lifelong learner and continue with professional development opportunities, allowing me to extend my knowledge to our constituents, other 4-H educators through sharing programs and activities at district meetings, putting together STEM PWT Play Days and Campus Crawl events with STEM PWT Campus Co-Chair Susan Hoskins and Alexa Malley, and presenting at the CCE System-Wide Conference. This year, as educators, we had to transition our teaching accommodations to a virtual learning format. I'm happy to say that I had success in teaching youth coding and game design. Virtually. We've always talked about being more active on social media and creating YouTube videos, and this pandemic has pushed us to do just that. I'm excited to say Rensselaer County's YouTube channel has over 1.6 thousand views in just the short 3 months of quarantine, and our Facebook had reached up to 1.5 thousand. I believe that there are many silver linings to the unconventionalities we faced this year. Thank you everyone that has helped turn this year into one I will never forget.
Hi. Celebrate what you want to see more of. This quote is the reason I am delighted to nominate Rebecca Becky Ireland Perry for the Distinguished Service Award this year. This quote is from Tom Peters, an American writer on business management practices, best known for co-authoring the book In Search of Excellence. As a youth development professional and as a positive youth development association, we need to celebrate and recognize Becky's many accomplishments and hold her career as an example of what we want more of. Since Becky's award binder is not on display, I would like to share some of the accomplishments that she has accumulated in her 4-H career. Becky joined the state and national associations when she began her 4-H career in Cortland County 11 years ago. It didn't take her long to utilize her leadership skills, passion, and knowledge to make our association stronger and more vibrant for members, volunteers, and professionals at the county, district, and state levels. At the county level, Becky has increased the capacity of the Cortland County 4-H program by developing new and innovative ways of sharing the message of 4-H through a social media presence. She is currently involved with a Cornell faculty member and intern to research and create a plan for increasing the number of city-based 4-H clubs. Becky has increased participation at the county level by developing new program and contest offerings to reach a more diverse and inclusive audience. Her vision and goal-oriented method keeps the 4-H program strong in Cortland County. Becky is a valued member of our district association in meetings. Her gentle yet thoughtful contributions are appreciated. Her leadership as district chair, coordinator of the district dairy quiz bowl contest, and as a member of the public presentation team makes these tasks easier for all involved. Her practical leadership style eagerly brings others on board. In addition to her commitment at the county and district levels, Becky serves as chair of the New York State Capital Days program, is a member of the STEM PWT, coordinates the state 4-H tractor competition, and is treasurer of the New York State Association of Cornell Cooperative Extension 4-H educators. She was a valued member of our state conference committee when it was held in our district, and a member of the awards and recognition committee. Her ability to be a team player and communicate clearly are skills we need to celebrate. In closing, I would like to add another quote by Charles R. Schwab. I consider my ability to arouse enthusiasm among men the greatest asset I possess. The way to develop the best in a man is by appreciation and encouragement. Becky's achievements and her work as a quality 4-H youth development professional is appreciated by those she touches. I appreciate her as a friend, a colleague, and Cortland County, South Central District, and New York State is better because of her efforts. My goal is that this nomination and honor will encourage and build enthusiasm in others to celebrate what we want to see more of. Congratulations, Becky. You deserve this honor and award.
Ideally, we should be sitting in a banquet hall right now, just finishing up a good meal and getting ready to celebrate everyone's achievements. Though the situation this year is definitely different, I am still very honored to have received my Distinguished Service Award. First, I would like to thank Brenda Carpenter for the wonderful nomination. I would also like to thank all the 4-H educators in the South Central District for all their support and encouragement, and also for all the 4-H educators across the state that I've interacted with, worked with, because you're an inspiration to me every day. Then I would like to thank my husband most of all for putting up with my crazy hours and my crazy schedule, and for being my go-to person of, hey, this needs to be fixed, or hey, can you build this for me, or hey, can you do a workshop for me? So again, thank you very much. I would also like to encourage all 4-H educators to get involved in the association for all the benefits, both personally and professionally. Again, thank you.
everyone. It is both a great honor and pleasure to have been able to nominate Megan TIFFT for the Meritorious Service Award. I have had the great opportunity to work with Megan in the South Central District for the past 18 years. At first, I was in awe of Megan's adaptability and can-do attitude and all that she took on, and I considered her a mentor and still do today. While Megan's younger than myself in years, her diverse programming and youth development experience is far above my own. As time's gone on, I've looked forward to any reason to collaborate with Megan on any project. I like to network with her, I like to visit with her, and I like to heed her advice and listen to her great words of wisdom. Most impressive of all to me about Megan is her commitment and determination to quality and inclusive programming for not only her county, but the district, the state, and beyond. Megan is a true youth development professional. Congratulations, Megan, on being recognized with the Meritorious Service Award.
Hi there. I wanted to say thank you so much for being nominated by Elaine Noble for the Meritorious Service Award. I am honored and humbled to have received the award, and I wish I could be there to celebrate with everyone. I want to congratulate the other award winners, and I'm just really honored to be able to receive an award and work in a program that I grew up in. I grew up in 4-H, showing dairy cows since the age of 8, so 4-H has been a huge part of my life. And I feel very blessed to have received this award. So thank you all for the nomination and for deciding that I was worthy of receiving this award. All the best, and I hope everybody is safe and healthy.
Wow, 25 years. I'm not quite sure where all that time has gone, but I do know that if you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. And that is truly how I feel about the work I've been doing with our 4-H program. So throughout my career, I've worked in 2 associations, starting in Rensselaer County, and I must give a big shout out to Bernie Wiesen for giving me a start and being a great mentor. But the majority of my time has been spent in Herkimer County, well, about the past 22 years. So, and while in Herkimer County, I've truly been able to concentrate on my passions, kids and animals. Not necessarily in that order on some days, but it's truly what I love to do and who I love to work with. So, as we all know, 2020 has brought us some great challenges, not being able to work directly with hands-on with those kids and animals. But looking on the bright side, I've learned more about technology than I must say I ever cared to. So throughout all of my time, there are a lot of people I must thank. Our paths have crossed, and we've worked on several different projects and programs. Too many people to mention. But I must give a thank you to my husband and my daughters. My husband, I don't think he quite knew he was signing on for this so many years ago. And my daughters, who are often the guinea pigs, the test dummies, the test pilots, and they always are cheerful to come along for the ride. So with that, I'm looking forward to many more years here with 4-H, and a big thank you to everyone that I have worked with.
The folk band, The Birds, had a hit, Turn, Turn, Turn. The more familiar lyrics were, to everything turn, turn, there's a season, turn, turn, and a time for every purpose under heaven. What a season it's been. Not only have I completed 25 years as an educator, I also retired. In the throes of something called COVID, April 30 was my last day as a New York State 4-H educator. My 4-H adventures began in Sullivan County in 1984. I would meet the likes of Tom Davis, Tom Dumas, Larry Rogers, Dave Hillman, Linda Tripp when she was still early, and Ben Wood. Now they are mostly legends. That was my first tour, 1984 to 1991. To my surprise, 12 years later in 2003, I began the second 4-H tour. I returned to the Southeast District to Ulster County and most recently finished my 4-H season in Otsego County. Altogether, I completed 25 years as a 4-H educator. Imagine, some of you can, 25 county and state fairs. It's a new season for me. For those of you who didn't know, I'm an ordained elder in the Free Methodist Church. I've returned to my call to ministry and I'm serving full-time as an associate pastor at New Life Oneonta, a new Free Methodist church. It's hard to believe how fast 25 years goes. To the young, take time to build relationships with each other. To the not so young, make time and build and maintain the relationships you have with each other. There are and there will continue to be tough days in your 4-H work. I can honestly say the support of my 4-H colleagues is what got me through some hard times. No names today, you know who you are. Professionally, there's a great value in being a member of the state and national 4-H association, but personally, it is what will get you through. For those in the middle of a life struggle, follow your heart. Do the next best thing. Share your struggles with a 4-H colleague or two. At the end of the day, at the end of the season, the relationships we have with each other is what matters. Thank you to the leaders and the members of our 4-H association for supporting me and giving me the opportunity to have meaningful relationships in the 25 years of my 4-H season and beyond. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. You can find that in Ecclesiastes 3:1.